I am Tammy Beilke. I am a chemistry teacher at Metro Early College High School. The template that I used for this was the design template, and the module that was created for that was based on a project that the students are developing a solar cell from titanium dioxide obtained from powdered sugar donuts. In this task, the students walk in not having any idea what a dye-sensitized solar cell is, and at the end of the task, the intention is that the students know what a dye-sensitized solar cell is and are also starting to brainstorm a list of what kind of dyes would be useful. They did their own research, looking on the internet, researching what a dye-sensitized solar cell is, what are the functions of each of the components, and they looked at what kind of dyes would be useful in a dye-sensitized solar cell, so they had a foundation of the information before they actually build their solar cell. The product of that mini task was for them to fill out a graphic organizer. It had 4 questions where they were documenting information that they had collected, and there was also an emphasis on documenting the references for wherever they found the information. They're learning about what are the components of the solar cell, they're learning about how each component functions, and the specific component that they really wanted to research was about the dye itself. So the students will be coming up with what dyes they want to use in the dye-sensitized solar cell, and they need to find out why a particular dye was the most effective.
One of the things I really like about Tammy's module is it shows just how easy it is to turn what would normally be a lab activity into a design experience. What she's doing is she knows that one of the most important components of the dye-sensitized solar cell is the dye that the students choose. She's allowing the students to choose their own dye, extract their own dye, apply their own dye, and they're going to find out which dye is the best.
We've found a few options. The best is to use natural things rather than like juices, because those are mostly sugar and water.
Some of the ways that I knew that the students were being successful in collecting information was not only were they using the resources that I had supplied for them, but they were also finding other resources, other papers that had been written about dye-sensitized solar cells, and asking me questions about, what do you think about this dye? Or I'm thinking about this dye, but I'm not sure how to extract it. So they started with a list of 10, and they narrowed it down to a list of 3. They went through a vetting process where they just did research on the dyes. The Common Core standards that they're focusing on in this task is to be able to do research and glean from that research the actual results and conclusions.
So that later when we do another similar project or any project that goes through this process, we know exactly what we're doing, and if there's any errors in our project, we can pinpoint exactly where we made a mistake.
The takeaway from this task is for students to be able to take a problem that has a lot of components to it and be able to do a little bit of research and have a more effective outcome as a solution.